May I come in, sir?
Please, please.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Please come. Take your seat. What's your name?
Sir, it's Smith. Smith Panchal.
Okay. Would you introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, sir. My name is Smith Panchal. I was born in Ahmedabad. I have done my schooling from Ahmedabad. Then after, I have done my graduation in political science from LD Arts College, which is a part of Gujarat University. Since 2022, I have been preparing for civil services examination.
Okay.
Tell us something about Ahmedabad. What new is going on?
Interesting part about Ahmedabad is that it has been designated as a World Heritage Site.
Which one?
World Heritage Site
Okay.
by UNESCO. And so recently Atal Setu was inaugurated, and Ahmedabad is said to be hosting the Olympic venue if we go for hosting it.
Well, that's good if you're thinking of that kind. Good. Who gave the concept of bureaucracy? We are joining the civil services bureaucracy, the authority in the political science.
So I think in my, as far as I know, Max Weber gave the concept
Yes,
of
you're right.
bureaucracy.
Max Weber gave the concept of bureaucracy. What is bureaucracy?
Sir, bureaucracy is a service that helps in governing the whole country as such. It is a, sorry sir,
It's all right. It's a perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Okay. How many amendments have taken place in the Constitution so far?
Sir, 106.
106. Which one is the last one?
106th, it was for reservation for women in the Lok Sabha and state assemblies.
Okay, that. And when is it going to be implemented?
Sir, it is from the next 2000 after the next delimitation, and from 2029 onwards.
Okay, it's good. And what is UCC?
Sir, it is a code that governs the secular matters like marriage, divorce, property disputes, and it is aiming to bring a uniform code around the country, cutting across the religious and other lines.
Is it based on religion?
Sir, not solely on religion, but currently there are multiple codes like Hindu marriage bill, or there is Muslim personal law. So it helps in creating a uniform code in that regard.
What is your critical opinion? UCC is good or UCC is not good?
Sir, in my opinion, UCC is good. It should be implemented, as it has also been envisaged in our directive principles as well, in Article 44.
ये क्या अच्छाई है? अच्छाई होती तो इतने लोग अपोज क्यों कर रहे हैं?
Sir, it brings uniformity in judicial processes, and it can help in solving the judicial pendency as such, and also it can bring uniformity in secular matters as well, like marriage and divorce related cases.
Which state has already implemented it?
Sir, Himachal Pradesh, I guess. Or, sorry sir, I'm confused between Himachal
It's all
Pradesh
right,
and Uttarakhand.
but do some more exercise when you go back.
Okay, sir.
Do some more exercise on this. Otherwise, good. Thank you. Sir.
Yeah, Mr. Panchal, Smith Panchal.
Yes, sir.
Panchal is mentioned in our mythological, some Panchal. Where
Yes,
is
sir.
it mentioned?
It is mentioned in Mahabharata. It is said to be ruled by King Drupad, and his daughter was Draupadi.
Yes.
So there it is mentioned.
That's why she was called Panchali.
Yes, sir.
Is there any real Panchal in the country, or it is only in mythology?
Sir, it was also a Mahajanpad, Panchal Mahajanpad.
Okay.
And the surname Panchal comes from, it denotes the mastercraft community of Suthars and Luhars in Gujarat.
Okay. Okay, Smith. Smith is a little bit. What is the meaning of Smith?
Sir, the name Smith means smile, to smile.
Okay.
It was given by my father, whose
Okay.
name is Hasmukh. In Gujarati, Hasmukh means to laugh. So, in a way, I am a part of the laughter. So, I am a Smith.
One famous bureaucrat from Gujarat, Dr. Hasmukhbhai.
Yes.
Have you heard about him?
Yes, sir, I have heard about him. But I am unable to recall what
Okay,
exactly the role he was.
no issue. You tell me, Smith, that my colleague was just asking about UCC.
Yes.
It is in Uttarakhand, not in Himachal,
Yes.
to be clear. There is one provision regarding live-in relationship in that. Do you know something about what is that?
Sir, live-in relation is to where two partners live together before.
No, in UCC, people had some reservation about this particular aspect. What was there in UCC which is required in case of live-in relationship?
Sir, I am unable to.
You just have a look at it. Okay, no issue.
sir.
You have taken PSIR
Yes,
as your optional.
Yes.
You tell me what is the latest situation in Syria?
Sir, latest in the recent times,
Yes.
the erstwhile regime has been changed. The Al-Shara was removed and the Al-Julani has come to power in Syria.
What was the name of the president who had to fly from the country and where he landed?
So the exact name I am not able to recall, but he was ruling for 24 years continuously, and
And you have
ultimately
opted for PSIR, international relations, and this is very latest, not very old also.
Sir, I am unable to recall the name exactly.
Assad, where he has taken asylum.
Sorry.
Any idea? Okay, now Sheikh Hasina has taken, is staying in India, and Bangladesh is asking for her extradition. What do you think? Whether India should give extradition to accept the request of Bangladesh government?
Sir, considering the geopolitical situation of South Asia and the sensitive nature of India and Bangladesh relations, we have already signed an extradition treaty in 2013,
Okay.
which provides certain provisions for extradition. Sir, in my personal opinion, we should extradite Sheikh Hasina in a sense that it could backfire in a way that in future, suppose any criminals or illegal activity holder goes to Bangladesh and the same reason could be told by the Bangladesh that we cannot extradite. And the way Sheikh Hasina fled the country, there was sudden toppling of the government. So I think, in my opinion, we should.
What are the conditions for extradition?
Sir, I think it is yet to be proved that she was. I think if the Bangladesh High Courts or Supreme Courts convict her as criminal, then we should extradite her on that ground.
What is the process of extradition? Have you any idea what stages it has to pass through before we extradite any person?
So the exact technicalities I am not aware of.
Judiciary is involved in that or not?
Sir, I have to look about that.
Okay. And whether she is Prime Minister at the moment or she is ex-Prime Minister, what would you call her?
Sir, at this moment we will call ex-Prime Minister only, since Muhammad Yunus has taken up the interim government.
He is advisor.
Sorry, sir.
And she has not resigned so far.
Okay, sir. I'll update my.
Okay. Okay, my last question, you have mentioned about in your hobbies, allocation competition. Allocation.
Yes,
what is this?
Sir, it is elocution is a speech giving speech competition. We have to speak about a topic in a competition. It was during my 11th and 12th. I took part in that elocution competition. We are assigned a topic and then
What topic was assigned to you?
Sir, it was actually about ancient Indian knowledge system, where I decided to speak on how ancient Indians have contributed to the world knowledge as such.
Can you give me some 3-4 points which you have mentioned in that?
Sir, in the mathematics, like Aryabhatta discovered zero. Then we have some good mathematicians like Brahmagupta. Then in medicine, Sushruta was pioneer in doing surgery, and he has performed a plastic surgery very early in the ancient times. Then I have also mentioned about Charak. Charak has been pioneer of Ayurveda, and he has written Charak Samhita.
Okay.
And in astrology, I mentioned about Varamihir.
Okay, thank you, Smith.
Smith, there is an expectation that Donald Trump's coming back is good for India. One, do you agree with this view, and if so, why?
Sir, there is a view that Donald Trump's revival can be beneficial to India. Sir, the argument is backed by the assumption that after him coming to the power, it can revive the trade war between US and China. And trade wars have earlier, because it can help reinforce the China plus one strategy. However, sir, it is very early to decide that we will get certainly benefited from it, because the Trump administration comes with its own set of uncertainties. So it is yet to be, it is a work in progress. We have to see how the Trump reacts to the global world order right now.
Has the US benefited from this so-called China trade war? What is its deficit? Has its trade deficit with China increased or decreased?
Sir, the major point of raising the trade war was that US was increasingly getting deficit in the bilateral trade with China. Since China has been the leader of manufacturing, and comparatively imports were higher on the US's side. So the first trade war began from the economic perspective. This is the angle. And the another angle from international relation point is that US has always been aspiring to become a hegemon power in the global arena. And China was seen to be a revisionist power trying to overthrow the US hegemony. So in a sense, US wanted to reject the China's rise. For that reason also the trade war was initiated.
Do you have any idea of the trade deficit on the merchandise that India has with China? Ballpark figure? Any idea?
Sir, exact figure I am not aware, but it is seen that we are in the deficit.
Okay. Now, the Swachhata Andolan started with a huge fanfare, with everybody going out, brooming the streets. It started. Do you think this has completely died down and we are back to where we started? Or you think this is something that has stayed on? And does the state of cities reflect this?
Sir, I wouldn't say that it has died down, because it has initiated a movement which was much necessary. And as it is widely known that it seems impossible until it is done, it was necessary that this topic of cleanliness and hygiene, which we already have in our ancient culture also, so it was necessary to revive that culture, and it was necessary to initiate that movement. Sir, since 7-8 years, inculcated a sense of responsibility in every citizen that we should make the cities and our areas clean. And sir, with the cleanliness Swachhata Sarvekshan, the cities are also competing to get the rank in the Swachhata Sarvekshan. So they are also paying their part to become a cleanliest city.
So is Ahmedabad a cleaner city, much cleaner city now? And is it being maintained?
Yes, sir. As far as my experience is concerned, it is much cleaner than earlier. Since the door-to-door collection system has been very efficient in Ahmedabad, and Ahmedabad has been within top 10 cities also in the Swachhata Sarvekshan.
So Smith, we are towards the end of 2024. Can you name 3 such events of 2024 which you think are likely to make a very big impact in the field of international relations in the coming years?
So the three huge events that can impact the geopolitical scenario. Sir, the first would be the Israel-Palestine issue that is ongoing. Sir, second, the recent Syria crisis. And sir, the third could be the Trump's second term, which can have a huge impact on around the world.
Okay. Can you tell me the difference between NSS and NCC?
Sir, NSS is National Social Service and NCC is for raising a cadet corps. Sir, both the goal of both of them is to create a army of youth which will help in the country building and but the goal of NSS is towards inculcating values like selflessness, social service, while NCC is to inculcate a sense of discipline, and it involves more physical activities as such.
Okay. And what is the motto of NSS?
So NSS is not me but you.
All right. Recently I was going through the newspapers and I came across a news wherein it was mentioned that probably rupee is not depreciating. It is the dollar which is currently getting appreciated. How do you see this thing? I could not understand this thing.
Sir, the rupee depreciation debate has been in the news, and finance minister has given this statement that rupee is not depreciating but the dollar is appreciating. Sir, the rupee dollar valuation is done on the basis of the trade imbalance. So in the sense that dollar is getting stronger is, sorry sir, I'm unable to collect my ideas about that.
No issues. That's perfectly fine. Last question. What is your opinion on freebies? We are hearing this term very regularly these days. How do you see this thing?
So freebies have been a debated topic, and it should be restricted at some point because it can definitely affect the financial viability of the country, as there is no limit to which we can announce the freebies, and it can also undermine the democracy as such, because we are undermining the voters' right by luring them with many such promises, which at times can actually affect them only by affecting the financial viability of the nation.
So how do you see the PM Kisan scheme?
Sir, PM Kisan scheme, I wouldn't say it is a freebie. It is a enabling policy as such, which helps the farmers, which are the backbone of our economy. Since the agriculture has been facing many issues, it can help in increasing their a bit income, and it can help in increasing their family financial condition.
Okay. Thank you, Smith. Thank you.
Have you been to Kutch area in Gujarat?
Yes, sir. When I was in 8th, I visited
There. You are aware of the economic condition of the people out there?
Yes, sir. Not like in economic terms, but yes, they are engaged in the handicraft industry and the Kutch region.
In terms of agriculture and all, is there any scope for the?
Sir, recently horticulture is getting greater impetus in the Kutch region. One of my friends is also, cultivating strawberries in the Kutch region. So it can be used for horticulture purposes, sir.
Say if you are posted as a DM of that area, now looking at the condition of the small artisans and small agriculturists in Kutch region, any specific suggestions you would be giving to the government? Three suggestions important.
So the first suggestion as a DM of that area would be to identify such small artisans and bring them to the same table to create a network so that they are connected Sir, then the second would be to incorporate them in major government exhibitions. As Gujarat is known for vibrant summits, we can incorporate their work in the vibrant summit so that their work can go to the international forum as well. And sir, the third would be to provide a professional skill set for the business and all, so as they can grow their business, we can provide them skills as such.
Sometimes, I am confused. Like in Gujarat, most of the rich people of India, they come from Gujarat. At the same time, poverty is also quite a bit amongst the masses. What could be the reason? Why people become rich in Gujarat also and people become very poor also in Gujarat? What could be the reason?
Sir, it has been a negative point on part of Gujarat state that at the same time we are increasing our economic value, but at the same time there is a rise of inequality as well. Sir, after 2004, with adoption of more neoliberal policies, our focus shifted towards increasing our manufacturing capacity and more. However, at the same time, sir, the amount of wage has not been increased to the level it should be. And there has been, with the increase of inflation and all, and other things, the standard of living conditions are also deteriorating on part of workers' class. So that is one of the reasons, as far as I can understand.
You have prohibition in Gujarat, isn't it? Prohibition of liquor.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Do you support it? Whether we should go in for prohibition in any state, is it not like my freedom is being encroached upon, like I want to eat something, I want to drink something as a citizen of India. Should we support prohibition or not?
Sir, in Gujarat, from my perspective, I think we should continue with the prohibition, as the decision was taken as a part of the consensus from the society as such, and the decision of liquor prohibition was decided as to pay homage to the legacy of Mahatma Gandhi, who taught to leave the intoxicants. And as such, sir, the society approves of the prohibition as well. So I think we should continue with the prohibition. And as far as the larger populace is in agreement with the prohibition, I think we can continue with it.
Do you think larger population is in agreement?
Sir, as far as my understanding, they are.
Because I came across a news report 2-3 days before, you also would have come across. From Surat, direct flight was started for a foreign destination, and the consumption was so much that they could not supply. Yes. So that indicates perhaps that the larger population may not be interested, isn't it?
Sir, from that small sample size, we cannot generalize the whole state. Okay. And plus, it can be a guilty pleasure for them as well, because whenever you are prohibited, you tend to get that feeling that I want to break that rule. So that sudden release and they were given the freedom, so they were tempted towards that. But I wouldn't say the same for the whole state, because the larger experience towards many parts. Suppose in my father's native Arvalli, the tribal area was suffering from this menace of liquor. So, sir, the main problem was rise of domestic violence, and the families were breaking away. So, after the independence, and there was a rise of Bhakti movement in that area, and the larger population of that area decided unanimously that we do not want to take part in this liquor trade or anything. So I think from that perspective and that experience, I think we should not lift the prohibition.
Okay. What is your assessment of the current foreign policy initiative that we have taken? We have a shift in foreign policy stand. So how do you assess it? Is it good for the country, or how do you judge it?
Sir, India's current foreign policy is in line with India's national interest and India's requirements. India has opted for strategic autonomy on external part. Sir, we have very minutely and very skillfully woven the tapestry of our Indian foreign policy. We have adopted neighborhood first policy to ensure that our neighbors, we have a stable neighborhood. Sir, as well as we have said frequently that we will not be part of any blocks so as to avoid any block wars, which was seen in Cold War as well. So I think, sir, current foreign policy initiatives are in line with India's national interest.
But you say, despite our neighborhood first policy, all our neighbors are hostile to us.
Yes, sir.
What kind of success you think it is?
Yes, sir. That has been a negative point of neighborhood first policy, that we have not been able to revive the South Asian consciousness, and our neighbors have always tried to go against us. But sir, the neighborhood first policy also comes from our cultural legacy, that we assume, we envision a world which is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, that is, the world is one family. And since we aspire to become a global leader, so one cannot become a global leader if their neighbors are not safe.
That's all from us. Thank you.
Thanks.
How did your interview go?
Sir, IR part I was very weak. I think I need to brush upon that. I need to work on my fluency as well, I think.
Do you have any question for the board?
Sir, I'm yet confused about whatever experience I had.
Okay.
You have done very well. No need to be confused. And अच्छा था. आप मुझे 2-3 बातें बताने की होती हैं. Upgradations are always needed. एक तो your name is Smith and you mentioned that it means smile, happy or something. So you should reflect also somewhere.
Yes.
It is reflecting, but reflecting to the extent of 30-40%.
Yes.
It should reflect to the extent of 80%. You should look like a young, happy, smiling personality. ठीक है ना? आपकी स्माइल है अच्छी, लेकिन थोड़ा और करना पड़ेगा. Secondly, on the questions of UCC and others, I think you should need to brush up.
Yes, sir.
Because if you are a political science student and you say that where UCC has been implemented, that is not expected from you. Yeah, if you are an engineer and you have taken political science, then I would have agreed to that. So that is something you have to brush up. And on the content side, although you don't have much of time, I think 15 January?
Yes, sir.
Still, a lot of time. Otherwise, your communication style is good and you exhibit confidence. अच्छा है बहुत. Gestures भी ठीक हैं आपके. Body language की जहाँ तक बात है, उसमें थोड़ा सा improvement ये है कि आप looking like a statue, you know, ऐसे ही पैर पे ऐसे रख के बैठ गए. हाँ, ऐसे करने में कोई बुराई नहीं. कभी खोल दिया, बोल दिया, हिला दिया. इन्होंने सवाल पूछा था, वो उधर को हो गए. यस सर, मैंने पूछा था, इधर को थोड़ा सा हो गए. स्टैचू नहीं बनना. स्टैचू बनेंगे तो उससे एंजाइटी लेवल बढ़ जाता है. ठीक है. एंड यू शो मोर पैशन, मोर एंथुजियाज्म, मोर ऑप्टिमिज्म इन योर थॉट. आप किसी चीज़ को बताते हैं तो उसको आपको जो है पैशन दिखाना उसको. ठीक है. हाँ. अदरवाइज आई थिंक यू आर डूइंग वेरी वेल. दिस इज द फर्स्ट टाइम.
यस सर.
हाँ, तो फर्स्ट टाइम है भी. आप कितने 21-22 साल की हैं?
22.
तो वो भी जैसे दैट गोज़ इन योर फेवर. ये आपकी 10 लाख लोगों को क्रॉस करके आप 3000 पे आए हैं. ठीक है. तो आपका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल वैसे ही अच्छा दिखना चाहिए. ठीक है ना. थिंक लाइक एन ऑफिसर, स्टार्ट बिहेविंग लाइक एन ऑफिसर. यू आर नो मोर ए स्टूडेंट नाउ. तो हमें लगना चाहिए बोर्ड को कि यस, कोई कॉन्फिडेंट यंग मैन हैज़ कम. राइट. सो आई थिंक यू विल डू वेरी वेल, बट कीप वर्किंग ऑन इट.
सर, ऐसे जैसे IR के क्वेश्चंस में जैसे मेरा ही डोमेन है और मैं सपोज इन द इंटरव्यू आई एम नॉट एबल टू गेट इट राइट और ऐसा फंबल हो गया, तो इट विल रिफ्लेक्ट on the whole interview.
Why are you slowing down when you are speaking? Gradually, it's coming down.
Nervousness, sir, I think.
That's what the board would be judging you. So be forthright, bold, confident, speak louder.
There is a distance between you and me, yeah? 7-8 feet. So you can't lower your energy level. You have to speak in such a way that 5-6 people sitting in this room can listen, interpret, ask and revert back to you. तो वो थोड़ा सा आपको बढ़ाना पड़ेगा.
Okay, sir.
Smith, you are young, I think only 22, and made it to this level is a big achievement, no doubt about it. And your answers, especially in case of PSIR, like Bangladesh issue, you said extradition can be done. Just think over it,
Okay.
because they have already, Sheikh Hasina family has always stood with India.
Yes,
है ना?
sir.
And now this is a temporary government. Is it not a legitimate in the sense elections are not held there? So you take a view, consider.
Yes,
Even if you say extradition is to be done, then okay, it's fine. It's your view. But have a knowledge of what is the extradition process.
Yes, yes.
Okay? What is our treaty? Little bit clear about it. Like Syria, Bashir Assad, who has fled to Russia, little bit more knowledge about
Yes.
that Syrian position also. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, you are fine. Your answers can be little shorter if you can make them.
Okay, sir.
Sometimes you give a reference of the tribal community, though it was interesting, no doubt, for anti-liquor
Yes, sir.
policy. But you can quote ki if you permit, otherwise it becomes a too lengthy answer.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Just one additional point, that is, see, you've been using the word national interest. I would be a bit cautious, because you are leading yourself, could be into a problem area.
Okay,
So perhaps don't say a leading thing. Then you'll ask me and say, what are your national interests, and so on. So you might get down a slippery path.
Okay, sir.
I mean, can say that this particular stance is for interest Y, but don't generally use the word national interest. That would be my sort of
Okay, sir.
suggestion.
IR को डिटेल में पढ़ो. मेजर पॉइंट वही है. जैसे एक्सट्रेडिशन ट्रीटी के ना डिटेल्स पिछले दिनों में काफ़ी न्यूज़ में आ रहे हैं. वहाँ एक्सेप्शन है इंडिया बांग्लादेश ट्रीटीज़ के अंदर.
सर मैंने पढ़ा था पर मेरे को रिकॉल नहीं हो रहा था.
तो मतलब डिटेल में पढ़ो PSIR को. दिस इज़ माय एडवाइस टू यू. देयर विल बी मेनी क्वेश्चंस ऑन IR इन योर इंटरव्यू. तो वहाँ सिर्फ सरफेस अंडरस्टैंडिंग से काम नहीं बनेगा, थोड़ा सा डेप्थ में जाना पड़ेगा.
ओके सर.
Practical things have also to be seen. What is the practically viable for India?
ओके सर.
Idealism is one thing, but practically what is in our interest? Okay?
ओके सर.
Actually, when you come inside also, you look confident, you have a good personality, but while speaking, you should be a little louder, bold, and very firm in what you say. When you are expressing, it should not seem to the board that you are not confident, that's why you are,
ओके
you
सर.
know, it's not coming out. So if you do it firmly, because your responses are quite logical and you got to brush up a bit more about the current affairs.
Yes, sir.
You have plenty of time. On current affairs and about Gujarat particularly, there will be lots of questions because entire country is looking at Gujarat now.
Yes,
so
sir.
there will be n number of questions on that. So you got to brush up a bit more. You are a very good candidate. Okay?
थैंक यू सर.
All the best.
थैंक यू सर.
Prohibition वाला अच्छा हैंडल किया आपने. Prohibition in Gujarat. That you handled well, no doubt.
Actually, yesterday only I thought about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.